In this video, I'll be talking about the Nevado del Ruiz 1985 eruption, which is the second deadliest volcanic eruption in the century, following the 1902 Mount Pelée eruption. The Nevado del Ruiz volcano is located in Colombia and is located near several towns, including Nevado. It is only 130 kilometers from Bogota, Colombia's capital. Ruiz is a stratovolcano that is 5,300 meters above sea level. It is the highest volcano in Colombia. Around a year before the 1985 eruption, Ruiz began to stir. In November of 1984, climbers saw gas emerging from the volcano's crater. In January of 1985, geothermal researchers noticed a new pit at the bottom of the crater. In February, the region's only seismograph broke. A month later, 3 geologists visited Ruiz and noticed that the abnormal activity most likely indicated a future eruption. They recommended the installation of a seismograph and the preparation of a hazard map. By August, 4 seismographs had been placed, but a seismologist sent by the Swiss Disaster Relief Corps said they had been poorly located, so he relocated them. A month later, Ruiz began to release gas and steam for 7 hours. This prompted the government to develop a response plan and a volcanic hazard map. They were completed in October, but only 10 copies were distributed. After a year of minor earthquakes and small eruptions, on November 13, 1985, Ruiz erupted ash. Residents knew an eruption was possible, but no evacuation order was issued because there was no clear instrumental indication of a bigger eruption. But 6 hours later, molten rock erupted from the volcano for the first time. The pyroclastic flows and surges from the eruption caused the snow and ice on the volcano to melt rapidly, creating lahars. So what is a lahar? A lahar is basically a volcanic mudslide. It is a combination of hot, water-saturated ash and rock and debris that moves rapidly downslope. This was actually the 3rd time that Nevado del Ruiz eruptions had caused lahars. The lahars flowed down the Cauca and Lagunas rivers, as well as flowed down the path of the previous mudflows from 1595 and 1845. The village Chinchina was hit first, followed by Armero. Because Armero and other towns had lost power, it had not been possible to warn the residents in the 2 hours before the lahar had hit. Roads, bridges, hospitals, schools, farm fields were all destroyed. Because of the lahars, overall, 200,000 people were either directly or indirectly affected. Over 20,000 people were killed, 5,000 people were injured, and 15,000 animals were killed. The Colombian Red Cross and military, as well as efforts from 30 foreign countries, provided aid in the days after the disaster. The overall damage was estimated to be around 34.94 billion pesos. 60% of the region's livestock and 30% of their grain and rice crops were destroyed. 7,500 people were left homeless. Nearby communities were also affected by the contamination of the rivers due to the lahars. To keep the same mistakes from happening again, the disaster led to the Volcano Disaster Assistance Program, which maintains a response team and has equipment ready for emergencies. The monitoring network for Ruiz and other volcanoes in Colombia have also been improved. Nevado del Ruiz remains active today, but has not produced another catastrophic eruption since November 13, 1985.